Hello, one and all. Welcome to another episode of MMA Vision Analysis. This one, we're talking UFC 311's bantamweight bout that's going to put together current bantamweight champion Merab Dvalishvili versus challenger Umar Nurmagomedov. We're going to talk about Dvalishvili's comments in this one. Before getting started, make sure to like, subscribe, click that notification to get all of this that is new from this channel, your channel, the one and only MMA Vision Analysis. Even after the press conference, weeks later now, after the fight's been announced, Mirab is still finding it difficult, believing that Umar Nurmagomedov is the challenger for that title. Whether he believes it or not, it's reality, and he has to deal with it. Now, there are multiple ways of looking at this current situation. 1 minute, I understand Mirab's frustration. A couple of reasons. One he mentions, the other one he actually mentioned as well in the initial press conference. He talked about, obviously, him not getting enough rest after UFC 306 to regather himself. He kind of feels rushed. I believe it's like a 6-week notice, if I'm not mistaken, from the time that the fight was announced to when the event's going to take place. Something to that effect. And number two, which is probably the more bothersome part of the whole situation, is that Mirab still thinks that Umar Nurmagomedov did not deserve his title shot. As I said earlier, whether he thinks he deserves it or not, it's a reality. This is a fight that's going to happen UFC 311 unless something goes wrong. Let's keep our fingers crossed, hoping everything goes well. But till this day, Mirab is having a difficult time wrapping his head around the fact that Umar Nurmagomedov is the challenger for that title. Well, I hope that this does not serve as a distraction for Mirab. I hope that the frustration does not carry over into training. His obviously life heading into this fight, like sleep. I hope his cortisol levels are not rising because he basically still frustrated. It seems like that Umar's, the challenger, and I question if that stress, that extra added stress, is gonna serve Mirab well. I think that this, and by this I mean him not getting over that Umar's the challenger, might actually hinder the guy's performance in the actual fight. As I said, leading up to the fight, how much is the stress, affecting his sleep, right? How much is perhaps lack of sleep affecting his training, right? Rest, mindset. All of these are factors that play into fights, right? And from the outside, it seems like that Umar has his sights fixed on that title, and the dude is just as unshakable as his cousin is. Perhaps a legend in the making himself, Umar Nurmagomedov. But for Mirab, if there was one piece of advice, not that I can give the guy advice, but just a piece of wisdom, is that accept the fact that Umar is the challenger, embrace that, and welcome the challenge with open hearts, because you are the champion now. It does not look too good for you to basically continuously complain about the man being your challenger, and do as the buffalo does. You head into the storm instead of running away from it, right? We said this before. Umar Nurmagomedov is a force that's inevitably coming towards that title, and whoever the holder is, there's just nowhere to go. You just have to face this challenge, so I think for Mirab, it's not going to help the guy basically complain about it the entire time leading up to the fight, because I believe this is going to take a toll on his on his health leading up to the fight. So focus is the real currency right now for both fighters, really. If you made it this far, appreciate you for sticking around. Please let me know. Just in the comments, like, subscribe for more.